wise there is pretty simple, right? Not a lot going on there. Most of the chords are in root position. When they're not in root position, they are labeled with an inversion, like this with the slash. So let's look at the second line here. Second ending. So for measure 10, let's look at those chords. So we have C, and then D minor, E minor, and from here we go to G with the D on the bottom. So the top two notes are already part of that chord, so just the bottom note needs to move down to D. And right there, when you have this chord, G in second inversion, the top note of that chord is a B, right? And that is the melody note, this B here. So when you get there, you can just play the entire chord with the left hand, and that will take care of that melody already. You won't need to play that with the right hand. So measure 10 will look like this with hands together. C with C, D, E minor, and then the left hand has the G over D, and that's playing the melody already. So you don't have to do that on the right hand. Then the next measure we have melody note D, and then C with C. Let's play again from measure 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. And that's measure 13 right there. Does it make sense? All right, let's do that again, and this time we're going to keep going. Measure 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Hold. 13. 2, 3, 4. There to the end of this first ending, right, to measure 20. How did that feel? Measure 13 through 20. So the melody is moving by steps, so it's not a big deal, but when we get there, it's funny because like the first section of the song, hands are moving in parallel motion, right? Right hand moves up, left hand moves up. Now when we get here to this section of the song, there's this feeling of contrary motion, which is the opposite of what was happening here. So right, the right hand is moving down as the left hand is moving up. So that can get a little confusing. So let's go through that again. So measure 13, we have a C on the right hand and a C chord. Measure 14, the right hand starts on E. So let's start right there. Measure 14. Ready, and now check it out. B flat with the F on the bottom, and back to F. So F, B flat, back to F. One more time from measure 14. 1, 2, ready, go. Then we're going to move in parallel motion for the next measure. Let's start on the next measure. Ready, and so let's look at measure 17 together. We're coming from a C, F with the C on the bottom, and back to C. So let's start from measure 16. Right here. So C on the right, F chord on the left. measure 16, go. And then we have C on the left hand, C on the right hand. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. How'd that go? Alrighty, and then there isn't much new there. Measure 21, we're coming from a C. We go to the F with the C on the bottom, back to the C. And then the right hand has an E, right? So let's go from measure 22. Find measure 22. Ready. And so that's all there is for page 44. Now, page 45, we have a lot of C's. So measure 25 through measure 33, it's a bunch of C's with 2 G's in first inversion in the middle there, measure 31. So let's go from measure 25. I'm going to start with the pickup at measure 24. This pickup right here. I'll count 3 and then I'll play this, and I'll play and we're going to work on the first 2 lines of the next page with hands together. So count on the count of 3, pick up to measure 25. 1, 2, 3. Slowly like that, it's kind of hard to remember what the sound of the song sounds like, right? I think in some ways it would be easier if you guys practice it a little faster, so I'm just going to record it a little faster to give you a demonstration there. So I have 1, 2, 3,